color. It's kind of an odd thing. This is the color green. Well, unless you're colorblind. The most likely cause of color blindness is a genetic condition where the cells called cones are not correctly balanced, resulting in not being able to see the difference between certain colors. But more on that later. Back to green. Green is the color of trees, of leaves, of go on a traffic light, and of long grass blowing in the wind. But how do I know that your green is the same as mine? Now, what I'm trying to say is, my green is this, and your green is also this. Although, we would have no idea if your green looked like this, and my green looked like this. Now, let's think for a second. You grew up with this green, and I grew up with this. We both saw the same things, and we both said they were green. Even when we look at the same color on this screen, we could be seeing different colors that we both call green. Because green is a word. It's a name. It's just a sound in the air, or symbols on a piece of paper. It does not dictate the way color is perceived. Take a second to try and describe the color blue. Put it into words so that someone who is blind could imagine what the color blue would look like. Now, keep that in mind. Now, here's some ways that other people might think about the color blue.
Blue is the color of sadness. Blue is the color you feel when it's raining and you're bundled up in bed. Blue is the color of cool water running over your hands. Blue is the color of patience.
Blue makes me think of the ocean and the sky, so cool water and a cool breeze make me think of blue.
The color blue to me represents cool, calm serenity.
To me, blue feels similar to how water feels on a hot day. Now, I'm willing to guess that your description is similar in that blue brings up feelings of things that are blue or cold. And probably not feelings of hot, like the color red might bring up. Even though blue stars and even blue flames are much hotter than red stars or red flames. But the world we live in is not blue because of flames or heat. The earth is blue because it's covered in oceans. And from the surface of the earth looking up, we see blue skies because blue light has shorter and smaller wavelengths that scatter easier in our atmosphere. We, on Earth, have grown up with blue being a color of water and cold things. We can only assume that our blues are the same because we equate them with the same things. Now, let's do an experiment to find out if your colors are the same as my colors. Let's swap brains. We'll transplant my brain into your body, and your brain can go in my body for now. So when I see through your eyes, I'll be able to see what you see. I'll be able to see what colors you can see, what our greens look like. Then we can answer once and for all if our colors are actually the same or if they're different. Wait, would that work? Well, actually, probably not. Think of it this way. Your brain is like a computer, and your eyes are like sensors that plug into the computer. The computer has been programmed to use those sensors in a certain way. And if we were to plug them into a different computer with different programming, that computer's programming would not suddenly change to the way the other computer was programmed. So there's not really a way I can see what you see because I can't be you. Let's go back to the topic of color blindness. If you lived through the year 2014, you probably saw videos of colorblind people seeing color for the first time with those cool glasses. Wait a second, how? Well, the way those glasses work is that they cut out overlapping wavelengths, allowing the user to distinguish different colors from one another. But does that mean that they can suddenly see new colors, or just make out colors that are different? The science behind this tells us it does not give the viewer new colors. It just gives them the ability to see the difference between colors. So they're not magically getting some new color that their eye has never seen before. It just gives the ability to see colors that looked the same before. However, isn't that just color? Color is how we know what is around us. It helps us distinguish what might be poisonous or what might taste good. The knowledge of color is learned by being around it, but for many of us, the ability to see color is a part of being human from the beginning. Like how a spider can weave a web from the time that it hatches, but will learn or die depending on where it puts its web. The perception of seeing color could be different for all of us, but what would that change? We all have different favorite colors and color preferences anyways. In the thought experiment, Mary's Room, Mary knows all about color in the scientific way. She knows everything there is to know about color, but she has never seen it, living her whole life in black and white, up until the door opens to the world we live in. The experiment asks the question, did she learn anything when she saw color for the first time? Was experiencing color more than just reading and learning about color? Would we actually learn anything if we could see what other people saw? Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to. You don't have to. I really don't care. Also, if you'd like to, comment down below what you described blue as. Bye.